Today I'm gonna show you a new technique for Mickey ears. I wanted to give you guys some no-sew options. I've always had this idea to make like wiry, glittery ears. And I made them and they're a little big. So if you print out my template, maybe scale it down a little bit, unless you like them this big. Or you can always make them smaller when you're shaping your wire and all that. But if you're going by the template, I printed it at 90% and this is how big they came out. So maybe like an 80% or 75% or little mini ones for babies, which would be really hard for doing wire. The smaller it is, the harder it is. So this was a complete trial tutorial, but I really like it. And then I also didn't have fabric on them in the beginning, and that was really fun. But then because I was going to do glitter crystals on the back of these as well. But the thing with putting the crystals on the ears is they get heavy and heavy and heavier and heavier, and so heavy that heavy on your head can kind of get tiring. So before I talk your guys' ear off, I'm just going to actually show you how I made these. So what we're going to use is a template from my website, and I've got some fun ones on there, not just these Mickey ear ones. You're going to need some wire that you can get at any craft store in the jewelry section. There's different types of wire, and I like the thicker ones, but not too thick because it's going to be really hard to mold. And then I got this little kit of wire, what are these called? Pliers. Yes, and they came in a little kit of 3, and they came with this little round one, a flat one, and a cutter, which really helped in all different situations. So I'm just going to start on one of the Mickey ears by rolling a ball and just making sure that I get it to the right size. Like I said, these came out a little big for me, but if you wanted to make them smaller, just print the template at a little bit smaller size. And then if you don't like it, just, I don't know, print it again. So, okay, we're gonna just really take our time with this and work our wires around. I thought this was gonna be a lot harder than it actually was, but this one didn't seem to be too hard. I did make a couple other templates that I would love to see if you guys actually can execute them, because there are some ones that I put like Dream on and a Disney D, and I don't really work with wire that much, but it didn't turn out too hard. So we're just going to work our circle around until it's the size of the template. And as you can see, I did not follow the template exactly. I just kind of used it as a guide. You can try, but I just figured I would use it as a guide. So then I'm going to arch the extra over and then just work on the other ear, and I figured that's pretty self-explanatory because it's pretty much the same thing we just did but backwards, and it's all that good stuff. This Mickey ear was a lot harder because I was dealing with a lot of the extra wire, but it wasn't that hard. So now I'm just going to take my crystal, what are these? Chain, and I'm gonna hot glue it onto the outside, and then when I get to the Mickey ear, I just did kind of like a little zigzag thingy and just made a decor. Now this is where it's kind of optional. I pulled all the sides down and hot glued them together because it made the ear more sturdy, but then I wanted to add the fabric because I thought that it would also make it a little bit more sturdy. It gave it a different look though. I did like it before I put the fabric on as well. So we're gonna make our bow no-sew style just like we always do, by making a square into a smaller square like so, and then wrapping some crystals around it that you can get on Tay's Gizmos as soon as I put them on there. And the other ear, I just did 2 layers of blue fabric. You can use whatever kind of fabric you want for all of these. You can use your own color of headband. Of course, I get the headbands at Joann's just like always. And there you have it. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to click subscribe. Mickey ear Mondays, tutorial Tuesdays, Walt Disney Wednesdays. Love you guys. Bye. I hope you guys totally 100% ridiculously loved this tutorial. If you did not, just, I guess you could let me know. But if you loved it, make sure to let me know. I love getting your guys' feedback and getting your guys' comments, and that's why I'm gonna ask you guys again. This Walt Disney Wednesday is going to be how my family saves money year-round to go to Disneyland. This Walt Disney Wednesday is already hashed out. That's what's coming. But I want to know what you guys want to know for next Walt Disney Wednesday. Would you guys rather have couples t-shirts like when you go with your boyfriend or your fiance or your husband or your spouse or your BFF? I guess I'll probably put those all together. Like if you go with your BFF and you go with your spouse and you like just 2-person t-shirts. Does that make sense? Or family t-shirts. Now the difference is gonna be the printables. They're both gonna come, but which one would you guys rather see sooner, I guess? That's my question. Make sure you answer it. Make sure that you are watching because we have the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'm so thankful, you guys. I'm planning my 5,000 subscriber giveaway and I'm already to 5,300 and something, like almost 5,400. So I'm hoping I can get it up. I don't celebrate 6s, so even if it does come and I'm still planning my 5,000, we will just move on to 7,000 as soon as 5,000 passes. So I love you, and don't forget to love each other.